Welcome back to Let's Get Cooking. Today I'm making a nice, healthy, Asian-inspired shrimp stir fry. It's healthy, full of flavor, lots of vegetables, great for the new year. But stop, make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and let's get ready to cook. Stir fry is one of those dishes that you take whatever vegetables you like and protein you like, and you can just put it into a wok or a hot skillet and make it your own. But today I'm using shrimp, some broccoli, onions, green peppers, red peppers, garlic, and I'm using some oyster sauce. This is Asian inspired, some chili peppers, some Chinese wine, and a little bit of red chili paste. First things first, I have a pot of boiling water. I just want to parboil my broccoli just to make it al dente so it'll be partially cooked before I put it into the wok. So I'm just cooking my broccoli for about 3 to 4 minutes, not long at all. Plus that brings out that beautiful green color. Then I'll set that to the side. Strain it and set it to the side. First, I preheated my wok on a medium-high heat for about a minute or two. Now I'm adding in about 4 tablespoons of oil. It could be vegetable oil, canola oil, even peanut oil. To that, I have some chili peppers, and I'm going to extract some of that flavor out the chili peppers. Just let those cook for a minute or two, depending on how hot that oil is. You gotta hurry up and get them out. As you see, those are turning a little dark, but the flavors are in the oil. Now these do give the stir fry a little bit of kick, a little bit of spice, a little bit of heat. So if you don't want any spice, if you don't want any heat, make sure to skip this process, skip this step, and just heat up your oil. Next, I'm taking 2 pounds. I have 2 pounds of shrimp. You can use a pound and a half, 2 pounds, depending on how many people you want to feed. I have 2 pounds of deveined shrimp. I just put a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic on that shrimp. And then to that, I'm adding 4 garlic cloves. And I just finely dice those. Shrimp does not take a long time to cook, you all. So this may take about 7 minutes. This is about 7 to 10 minute dish. That's what I love about stir fries. Now remember, we're cooking this on a medium-high heat. If you don't have a wok, just use a large non-stick skillet. It'll work the same. It's perfectly fine. So I added in my green peppers, red peppers, and my onions. And I used about a whole red pepper, whole green pepper, and about a half to a whole onion, depending on the size. And I just want to mix those up. One thing about stir fry, you want to keep mixing. You kind of want to keep pushing everything around so that it will cook evenly. I'm adding about an extra tablespoon of oil just because it was getting a little dry, and I just want to make sure there's enough oil in the wok. You always need a good amount of oil in your wok so that nothing sticks. And you will see I'm stirring this a lot. I'm moving things around a lot so everything can just cook quickly. What I love about stir fries is they're just quick. They're quick. Long as you prep all your vegetables and your meat beforehand, the next thing is you just kind of adding them to the wok, cooking them, and before you know it's done. Now here's where the Asian inspired comes in. I'm adding in about a 1/4 cup to a 1/3 cup of oyster sauce. If you don't have oyster sauce, you can also use, I believe it's hoisin sauce, and you can just pick that up from your store. But this is just like a nice teriyaki glazed sauce, but this is oyster sauce particularly. So once I add that in, I'm going to stir everything in, and I'm going to add in a few extra seasonings and spices. Now that's red chili pepper paste. That's very concentrated. So I'm only adding in a half a teaspoon of that paste because that also has a little bit of spice. And you see where our sauce is forming. Don't want a whole lot of extra sauce, but you definitely want sauce because if you decide to put this over some rice, you'll have the sauce to go on top of the rice. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now my last step, in that little bowl I have some, let's see, I have some seafood broth. I have about a tablespoon of brown sugar. I have about a teaspoon of sesame oil and 2 to 3 teaspoons of cornstarch because the cornstarch is going to thicken all the liquids. So it's not so watery, but just a little bit of a thicker base. Lastly, I'm adding in just a little bit of salt to give it some extra flavor. But once again, in that little bowl, I have some seafood stock. Seafood stock or chicken stock is fine. Now here goes that broccoli. The broccoli that we made at the beginning of the video, we cooked only for about 3 to 4 minutes. We strained, we drained it. It's coming back in at the end because it's already halfway cooked and it just needs another minute or so. I don't like my broccoli too soft. I like it just medium with a nice little bite. And it'll continue to cook with all the hot steam and everything. And at this point, I'm turning my wok off. Everything is in the wok. Everything is ready to go. And that is shrimp stir fry right there. Lastly, I'm adding in my green onions. Took about 3 green onions, chopped them up. I'm adding those and then I'll stir those and they'll just wilt into the dish. Extra flavor. This is such a great dish because it's very versatile. So if you don't eat any meat or if you don't eat seafood, you can add chicken, you can add steak, you can add pork, any type of meat. You can even cook with tofu or you can just make straight vegetable stir fry. Make that a side dish. You can make brown rice, white rice, jasmine rice, whatever type of rice to accompany it. It's a perfect meal, especially during the week. It's a quick, fast meal. So after you come home from work or whatever you've done during the day, you can whip up this quick stir fry and feel like you had a meal from a restaurant. It is delightful. It's tasty. It has wonderful nutrients in it. What more could you ask for? Please make sure to leave a comment. Let me know if you make stir fry. What's your favorite stir fry? Thanks for coming in the kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me. We made a quick shrimp stir fry today. An easy midweek meal. Until next time, you have a blessed day and a blessed week. And I'll see you in the next video.